So not that long ago, Ubuntu 26.04 has been released. The full LTS version will be fully out in August. But yeah, with that came a number of changes, and one of them is how you're going to actually be installing Davinci Resolve on the Linux operating system itself. And with that, especially with like a laptop, which I am installing this on with NVIDIA graphics, there are certain other changes that you have to apply as well in order to get it fully up and running. So that is what is going to be happening in this video, and yeah, welcome to Vensire Studios, and let's get this going. Alright, as you can see here, you got Kubuntu 26.04. This is what I used to do an initial install for our testing on here. I did try doing it first on Ubuntu Budgie, and that did not go so well, but there are a number of things in Ubuntu Budgie that are completely off. I couldn't get the raw video player to load. I couldn't get the disk speed checker to load either, so I couldn't get any part of it to load. But that also goes with using OBS, trying to capture screen and it not bringing up the secondary window to select something, and then whenever you hit the /Windows key, it doesn't actually type in the search bar unless you go over and click on it first if you're directly on the desktop. So they've got a number of issues on there, and that is completely borked. So and that is why I chose Kubuntu 26.04 to do this initial test on and getting this up and running. But yeah, as usual, chapters will be provided below, but this is going to be a pretty straightforward and pretty quick video overall. So let's get a move on. Now inside here, there are several things you're going to be needing. One, of course, is Davinci Resolve or Davinci Resolve Studio itself. The second thing you're going to need to download is the MakeResolveDEB, and then if you're on an NVIDIA laptop like I am here, you need to be able to go over and figure the specific environmental variables you'll need to get it loaded on up, and that is provided over on the Nobara Project's website itself. So if you're going to Davinci Resolve and you've never downloaded it before, you're just gonna click one of the two. You could either do the free version or Studio. I've got the dongle plugged in here, so I downloaded the Studio version already. But if you get the free version, you're going to have to fill in the details and get that done. Now, I already have everything here, but they're going to cover, well, dependencies. A dependency that is required. One is, of course, the file itself. And then you're going to have to go down and get this set up. My OS actually already had fakeroot installed on here, so you're going to have to potentially do this. You shouldn't need, yeah, it says it's Resolve 15X. You shouldn't need that at all. But yeah, once you have the files downloaded, what you need to do is extract the MakeResolveDEB and Davinci Resolve also. So get those things extracted. For the MakeResolveDEB, you could just like do extract here or whatnot. But then you're going to have to put that inside the Davinci Resolve run folder itself, or in the same location of it. And now this is where it gets to be a little bit of fun. So I'm going to copy the name of this here, because there are certain things we're going to have to do. So now we're going to have to bring up terminal also. Don't do it there. Make sure you open up terminal from where the files are located. And first thing we're going to do is put this in, except we should have put a // as well. Go to the end, and all you're going to do is hit space. Then you're going to copy the name of your Davinci Resolve Studio, or Davinci Resolve itself, over to get it created. So just doing this, and you should hit enter, and then it's going to start doing a lot of extraction. And this is going to take a little while, because it's going to be taking everything and it's going to be converting it into a .deb file itself. And then afterwards, you're going to have to get it installed. With Davinci Resolve 21, there will be two .deb files, and you're going to have to get both of them installed. Now, it actually says over here how to, of course, get these installed fully here. I do not recommend just double-clicking and telling it to install here, because I really would suggest you go through and do it here. But as it states here, For Davinci Resolve 21, there are two .deb packages generated. Both need to be installed. And now pretty much at this point, we're just going to be waiting for it to finalize. And that is what post-processing is for, and you can at least skip this.
A few moments later.
Oh my god, it's still going! Alright, and we're back. As you can see, I got the .debs fully set up on here, and I got rid of the extra bloated files from what it was doing. And yeah, now we gotta get this installed. So I'm gonna open this up since I already had this set up for it. And in order to get this installed, we're going to have to use this command and make sure you have the right information from the files themselves, because in future updates, I'm sure obviously the names are going to change and so forth. So just make sure, in case you need to, you might have to delete the names of them and just get them repasted in or type it back in for what they really are. So just make sure to keep an eye out for that properly. Once that is fully put in like so, you just go ahead and hit enter, authenticate your password. But we know such file or directory. Alright, you're inside the proper area. Did I not change it myself? It might have changed the names again. Let's just do a double take on that. Paste this first, and we'll type in the, well, beginning part. Space. Let's get the second one in there as nah, delete this. I'm gonna make this easier for myself in general, so put this in here, tell it to paste. We're gonna go back. Now we're going to delete this. Select this, copy, paste. And if it gets this installed, then that just means it changes the name. I wasn't paying attention to the name changes or anything else that was kind of going alongside it. So yeah, there we go. Now it's gonna get installed. Let's see. What was the changes it had? The MRD 1.10. Oh, this is .10.0. Huh. Okay, so it was one number difference, but yeah, as you can see here, it's fully unpackaging it. It's getting it set on up. And then afterwards, because of me using an NVIDIA laptop, I'm going to have to get that set up as well. And I'll show you where that goes. So this shows it is done. You can go ahead and close that out. And this will be located in the multimedia section. If you want to get into its own Davinci Resolve folder, you can do that on your own by, you could say, right click on here, edit application. I'm not seeing it in here directly for Davinci Resolve. Are we seeing it here? Yeah, it is. It's right there. All right. And you could just, what you could do is you could set up a, I think it's a new item or new sub menu, then just drag everything in there, kind of like that. But you're gonna have to do that separately. Unlike a Nobara, which does get that set up for you. So, like I said, we're gonna have to set up the NVIDIA graphics now. So you're gonna go in here, right click on Davinci Resolve Studio, go to edit application. Oh, still has this in here from when I had it installed before. So this is exactly what you need. It's the environmental variables. This tells it to offload it to the NVIDIA graphics card that is in here and to get it up and running. So we should be able to just close this on out now and open it up. Davinci Resolve Studio. And yeah, there we go. This is gonna skip the welcome screen. I'm guessing that probably was still saved from before. Yeah, this is just something I loaded in from the client that I had, and it fully works. We should put that in there. I had to have grabbed it from one of my SSDs, so yeah, you know, create. Gonna see here it has everything showing here for terms of what you're using for graphics and so forth. I'm gonna turn this off just so you can see it highlighted. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 laptop GPU, 6 gigabytes used for it. And we're gonna see about dragging a file in here. I think I have something on here. Let's find out. You know what? No. I'm gonna grab it from this one. I have stuff on here. I also have the client stuff backed up on here, but it's dealing with other things. When I had my NAS almost pop on me earlier in the weekend, apparently it was the power supply. So, plugged on in here. Mount. Should be one of my other files. Let's help change. Yep, there we go. See? Fully working. And just go here, create a new timeline, slap it on in here. And this looks... isn't recognizing it from... There's no LUT added or anything else, so it just looks faded and everything for the raw footage. But, yeah. I can also just have it play back. Not necessarily very well, because this is 6K footage at 8:1 on this 3060 laptop GPU. But yeah, it's fully up and running. There we go. There's a couple other things you could potentially look for. Obviously, I don't have it on AMD, but they have the list stuff here for AMD as well. So if you want to use the discrete GPU for AMD one, it's in the environmental variable, you should just put in the DRI_prime equals 1, and that should allow you to just fully use it, not have a problem, and then you can go ahead and do your editing inside Davinci Resolve on an Ubuntu-based system. Now, as I had stated, Ubuntu Budgie was completely borked, so your mileage may vary. That sucks. That's unfortunately the way it is, and hopefully for, like, say, Budgie is completely fixed when the full LTS one is finalized in August, but that's all we can kind of hope for that in the near future, so to speak. But yeah, like the video if you liked it. If you didn't, you know what to do. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, leave it in the comment section below. And if you liked what you saw here, hit that subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, as always, thank you for supporting the channel. And I'll catch y'all next time. Bye!